If you're looking for the Switch games in this year, you are at the right place. In this video, we're going to show the Switch games available on Amazon today. We reviewed literally dozens of products, and we made this list based on a number of factors including the features of the product, value for the money, and the reputation of the manufacturer. Also, we've included options for every type of customer. We even read countless reviews from actual users. If you choose from this list, you can be sure that you'll buy one of the best products available today. So make sure to check the product links below in the description, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Now let's get started. We have The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Originally set to come out on the Wii U, The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild was not only a Switch launch title, but also the system's flagship game. It's a sprawling open-world adventure that's undeniably the biggest Zelda title yet. New additions to the series include loot drops, crafting, and cooking, while the expansive overworld stretches as far as you can see. The lush cel-shaded graphics feel like a natural evolution from the Wii's Skyward Sword, while the audio boasts another franchise-first voice acting. This is the best launch title on any console in years and feels era-defining, reshaping what we expect from open-world games. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Super Mario Odyssey. Super Mario Odyssey is easily one of the best Mario games in a decade, and Nintendo has crafted a game full of fun and surprise. It's a beautiful balancing act of classic gameplay and new features that makes Odyssey feel fresh but familiar. Cappy, Mario's now sentient cat that allows you to take control of other creatures, could have been a shark-jumping moment, but is actually a stroke of genius. Super Mario Odyssey is a must for Switch owners, young and old, and will no doubt go down as a classic. The number 3 position is held by Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. One of the best games for the Switch was actually already one of the best games on the Wii U. There are a few new additions to justify the repurchase, courses and new characters from Splatoon and elsewhere. The return of Battle Mode, all of the original game's DLC, and 8-player local multiplayer. There are also a few new items and the ability to carry 2 items at once. It's not a major update, and it might be tricky for anyone who already has Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U to justify the upgrade. But if you missed it the first time, this is a great way to get your hands on a brilliant game. Next at number 4 we have Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Ultimate is undoubtedly the word. Just about everything that every Smash game has ever offered is here once again in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, with more characters, stages, modes, and hidden references than anyone will have the time to fully process. Every fighter and stage from all the previous entries are back, joined by plenty of new faces and extensive new single player, and a whole new spirit mechanic that adds RPG stats and buffs as an extra layer of complexity on top of it all. If Smash Bros. Ultimate has a fault, it's the same as its strength. There's just so much here that it's impossible for anyone to take in, and in the early hours especially it's an overwhelming experience, with little work than to guide new players in. Maybe even Smash needs a little more editorial oversight than this, but at least you can't ever accuse Nintendo of shortchanging its fans. The number 5 position is held by Metroid Dread: Stellar Single Player. The first proper new 2D mainline Metroid game since Metroid Fusion on the GBA in 2002. To call Metroid Dread long-awaited would be a bit of an understatement. Picking up where Fusion left off, this game wraps up the core Samus story, and along the way answers a few lingering questions about Metroid, the X-Parasite, and the mysterious Chozo race, though leaves just as many unanswered. More importantly, it's a phenomenally good game. The classic Metroid exploration and combat are back, but bolstered by new stealth horror sections where you must evade the detection of the robots that are hunting your bounty hunter across the planet CDR, using an atmosphere and packed with secrets. This is one of the Switch's best single-player titles, and a fine way to cap off one of Nintendo's best and most beloved series. The number 6 position is dominated by Splatoon 3 Nintendo Switch. Splatoon was one of the surprise hits for the Wii U, and a welcome reminder that for all of its reliance on big hitters like Zelda and Mario, Nintendo is still capable of creating brilliant original games when it wants to. Splatoon 2 launched early in the Switch's life, bringing new modes and extra features. Splatoon 3 is a subtle upgrade, but one that adds extra polish, depth, and another great single-player campaign. Nintendo's take on the online multiplayer shooter is very Nintendo. That means quirky character design, a fun setting, and a brilliant new twist on tired shooter mechanics. Instead of shooting bullets, you fire ink, which can hurt your foes, but more importantly covers the arena. The team with the most ink wins. but it also gives you advantages like faster travel and refilling your ammo as you go. The third generation includes additional competitive multiplayer modes, an improved take on the brilliant Salmon Run co-op horde mode, and even a built-in digital card game that's unexpectedly deep. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Hades Limited Edition. Hades isn't exclusive to the Switch, but thanks to the console's portability, this is arguably the best place to play the 2020 indie darling. A roguelike for people who don't like roguelikes, including myself. Hades lets you step into the sandals of the lesser-known Greek god Zagreus as you fight to escape the titular underworld and reunite with your long-lost mother in the mortal realm. You will find yourself attempting to escape again, and again, and again, but each randomized run feels different thanks to impressive variety in the enemies, environments, weapons, and upgrades you can pick up. Even more remarkable is how well written and voice-acted the game is, with enough material that you'll rarely, if ever, encounter repeats, interwoven into a carefully assembled story that develops slowly as you hurl yourself into the undead meat grinder again and again. The number 8 position is held by Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. It might not be as exciting as Super Mario Odyssey, but Mario teaming up with those pesky Rabbids makes for a lot of fun on the Switch. In this game, you create a team mix from Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, and Rabbid versions of each of them, to take on enemies in various levels. The core gameplay is turn-based strategy, similar to the XCOM series, with a variety of movement options, unlockable weapons, and special abilities. At first, the strategy is simple and accessible, but before too long it amps up, using environmental obstacles and tools like chain chomps and pipes to create a fast-paced, refreshing strategy title that should appeal to gamers of every level. By the end, it gets seriously tough, and you'll need your wits and smart use of the skill tree to make it to the end. Next at number 9 we have Animal Crossing New Horizons. Animal Crossing New Horizons will take its place as one of the Nintendo Switch staples. With its gentle pace, positive gameplay, and beautiful surroundings, the desert island offers players a chance to build something literally from nothing and go at whatever speed they feel comfortable with. The new rewards system, Nook Miles, also encourages you to get involved in all aspects that the game offers. The multiplayer gameplay is a bit of a faff, and having cloud saves wouldn't go amiss. Nonetheless, this is still an addictive title that will keep you hooked for months to come. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's. This Mario 2 Fur package is a port of the excellent Wii U title Super Mario 3D World with a new single-player Switch expansion called Bowser's Fury. 3D World remains one of the most underappreciated gems in Mario's history. Beloved by critics, this multiplayer Mario platformers was let down by launching on the flawed Wii U hardware. So it's great to see it get a new lease of life here. This is the best 3D Mario around if you want to play with friends, supporting up to 4 players, and packed with power-ups and inventive level design. The new Bowser's Fury is essentially a mini Mario game in its own right. This is a standalone single-player title that tries something new to the series, an open world. You explore one larger area, completing challenges, occasionally interrupted by a giant and grumpy Bowser that you can only defeat by turning into an equally giant cat Mario for the closest Mario will ever get to a kaiju throwdown. That's all for today. We upload tech product review videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.